Welcome back. Sorry about that. Oh dear. It does its thing, doesn't it? Alrighty, but I'm back. Also, I hit caps lock. You can tell that I hit caps lock instead of shift. Again. Oh dear. Um. But yeah. Let's see. Anyway, back to I guess just vegetables. Like I said, since I guess since I like vegetables, honestly, I think that's part of where I found ways to cook them that makes little sis not completely fuss. She still won't eat them, but you know, she'll eat some. And again, yes, she is 19. She's not a bitty baby. Um, yeah. Hmm. But yeah, no, like I said, I, I don't know. Uh, Vegetables, easy, squeezy to cook. It could be a little weird, probably, to people who don't like them, but you know, I mean, that's not yeah. Like I said, I do enjoy cooking in general, and yeah, like I think like the one thing in the household where they're like, don't cook that is the like meat, and I'm like, then you try. But I mean, I can. I just don't want me to. But yeah, no, what other things have I cooked in the past? That I enjoy cooking that I can actually just be like, yep, I can do an easy recipe. I mean, like if other than like cheesecake, easy cheesecake that has no crust because it needs to be gluten free. These are the kinds of things I know. They're random things that are not very useful to the average person. You know? But they're useful here. And things I've learned over the years. But yeah, like I said, I don't think most people are too interested in that kind of thing. So, I do get that. Let me see, what other recipes have I um, done over the years? Like I said, cheesecake is easy, right? You know. Well, I guess if you have like, I've done it both with and without a rice cooker. Definitely having some form of rice cooker does help. Weirdly, it works really well to bake a cake. Um, and I mean it when I say weirdly. But let me see. I baked. Yeah, I mean, like, basically the way that that works is you'll add a. Oh, I guess it's getting dark. You mix up all the. Yes, cheesecake can be very good. And like I said, the one of those things, like if you do have a rice cooker, is you can bake it without a crust. And it can come out crazy incredible for the gluten-free individual. Um, and yes, I know you're supposed to add something into it, like gluten specific. Rather, you're supposed to add like a lot of the recipes online will have you add like flour to it to give it that consistency you need without the crust. That will hold it together without the crust. But I found that cassava flour actually works pretty well, and it's neutral enough in a cheesecake that you don't taste it. Also, one of the best ways to do it is you take a little bit of like cinnamon oil, you take a little bit of like orange, and you can have a very festive cake, cheesecake, without all the work and prep, without having to get it from the store kind of thing. But yeah, I just made cheesecake yesterday, so yeah, definitely cheesecake is definitely very good. Yeah. But yeah, I like I said, I've had to learn how to do things gluten free, and yeah, the best way to do the cheesecake is to add the cassava, and then just to do it in the rice cooker, because then little sis doesn't have to be staring at it sadly, and I don't have to spend like hours having to make a homemade crust that everyone can have, and then having it still split apart because of course it did. Yeah, honestly. Because you can like bake it in the morning and then you can make it in the morning and then you can have it in the evening, and as long as you don't add too much sugar to it, which, I mean, yeah, there's some sugar. But for a full cheesecake that makes a huge, it uses, this is basically literally what was on the thing for the cream cheese, but it's just like 4 packets of cream cheese and 4 eggs. It uses a cup of sugar, which sounds like a lot until you realize just how much protein goes along with it. Especially considering part of the... Hello! Thank you for the first time chat, King. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Okay, Macaulay King? We were discussing cheesecake. I was explaining how you can make it gluten-free. Cool. Then how are you, my man? I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Yeah. So yeah, well, I'm very glad to hear that you're doing good. Let's see. Dirt. All of this is just dirt. This one row. Let's see. But, like I said, though, it's very convenient, and especially if it's going to be on a hot day, it actually is pretty good to have cheesecake done. Also good to do, like, sweet potatoes in advance as well. Hello! Thank you for the first time chat, Lasagna Lover 82, I guess. Can I call you Lasagna? I hope you're doing well as well. Alright, hello Lasagna. Yeah, I hope you're doing well today. Let's see. I need more bricks, which means I need to go buy bricks. Or I need to do the copper side and do the actual stairs and stuff. I just haven't thought. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Yeah. Let's also hope that my one cat, Lasana, doesn't come, because she does react to the name Lasagna. Honestly, that's why it's easy to have it roll off the tongue. You have beef. Oof. Fair. Yeah. It gets her so, our kitty gets so confused if we say that we're gonna have lasagna, because she's like, she thinks it's her name, because it's so similar, that we ended up calling, especially because she used to roll up in like a ball when she was a little kitten, so we'd end up calling her lasagna ball. But yeah, that's why it's easy for me to remember specifically. Is because she's our sweetie, or one of our sweeties. She can be... She's also top cat. So yeah. But yeah. Anyway, it is a pleasure having you guys here, and I do hope you have wonderful days. And you did say you are, so I'm glad you're having wonderful days. Let's see. Well, at least good days. Yeah, I do like lasagna. I don't have it too often though, honestly. It's it does not do good things to me. I mean, it it can be a little difficult to get like gluten free, and we tend to do gluten free in the household, so most of the time we don't typically do a whole lot of it in this house. Uh, my family, my siblings, and my mom. So I do like it. I just don't have it very often. I will be honest, because it is it's an allergy issue, or more exact, it's an intolerance. I guess we do sometimes though. It's just very rare because it does, like most, unless you get like specific brands, it does tend to be gluteny, and oftentimes brands that don't have it gluten oftentimes have corn, and I can't really do corn. So, yeah, it is sad, but what can you do? Um, Other than I guess eat it anyway and get sick. Which I mean, we do, just not often. I think I actually want to use some of these inside. Because they have they're at least similar in texture to like a, I mean, also, obviously also the whole building has a bit of that to it, but beyond that, let me see. That'll be covered up actually. And then we go here. We go up. Yeah. Does this work? Yes. That is good. And then, because of the nature, we do this. And then up. And so on and so forth. Because I do want to make a staircase here. And I think that would actually be pretty cool to do it like that. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I do. Yeah. Actually, does this... Let me see. I mean, the question is this one. It's... Oh! Thank you for the follow, Lasagna. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see. Or I want to do it like this. Because then that would actually... Yeah. Because it does make it easier to go up. Well, it doesn't really make it easier, but... Because the way this will be, but... It could. Make it look a little less, And then you can do this one as well. Yeah. Kind of like that, because I do like diorite a little. I know a lot of people don't, but I actually do kind of like the look of it, especially in a setting like this. Yeah, actually, I do eat lasagna without, because there's a brand we don't get very often, but it does, not have, it's a rice-based pasta. So yeah, I mean, there's that one. Oops. And we do that one. Occasionally. It just does take a little bit of work. So yeah, I actually would eat a, that. I would. Or maybe I don't do that there, I do it. It's complicated figuring out what I want to do with something. Because I guess. It's okay, though. I mean, And I've gotten used to it. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, I know how to make all kinds of things gluten-free and corn-free at this point. You'd be surprised. Um, One of the things I learned early on was how to make a gluten-free crust that does not use corn, does not use soy, does not use... It does use almonds. That is true, but it's not bad. And I learned to make that because... Honestly, I'm not the one that's truly gluten-free. It's more my sister, although I shouldn't have too much of it. But... yeah, human ingenuity, yes. I won't deny that one. But basically it uses an almond flour. And yeah. I basically had to learn how to do it. Keep saying basically. But I had found a recipe online to use was gluten. And then I had to figure out how to do the same recipe without because it was a butterscotch cinnamon pie and my sister had wanted it for her birthday. But she had basically just been told don't do gluten again. Like hard stop, she'd had to. So I literally figured out a way that she could have the same pie without having the crust that was full of gluten. And completely, I actually had to do quite a bit of modification to the recipe. So it's my definitive recipe for pie crust that's gluten-free. Slash brittle. It comes out a little bit like brittle, but it actually is very good as a pie crust. But yeah. Yeah, this was like her 16th or 15th birthday, so yes. But I honestly was trying to figure out something to do because I knew she really liked it at the time. She still does, I think. She just doesn't like to have it too often. How is it that this one has gone and mostly aged, but this one hasn't? Anyway, like aged at all. But yeah, no. Honestly, that's where I started getting into the whole gluten-free baking kind of thing. Because, well, I mean, people who can't have gluten like to eat gluten-feeling items too. That's also where I learned to make the cake I'm gonna probably make in a little bit when I finish up here. Cause that was another birthday of hers where she wanted to have cake. But she wanted the cake to not have gluten. So again, it's an almond flour base, but basically it uses egg whites to create the feeling of cake. So it's as light and fluffy as if it really and truly had like wheat flour in it and stuff. But it's actually really good. I'm not against having learned to make it. It honestly was cool. And it was a good experiment to do as well, because I had never done that kind of thing before. Honestly. And so, yeah. But, I mean, because of that, I have learned to do all sorts of things, like cheesecake without gluten, pie without gluten. We've literally found a brand of gnocchi that does not have gluten, because it uses rice instead. And specifically rice that doesn't... rice is okay. The problem is just like... But yeah, she does not always like all the things that get found for her. Sometimes she wishes that we did not find it, I think. But what can you do? Actually, I wonder if I did it like this. Like you did that. Nope, I did the wrong side. Tippy top. Like that. I'm not on the square even. But I could do it there. That's where I would go, really? Really? Start going, really? How does that work? I just want to see how would it look if I did this. Oh. Kind of. Because I am building this in circle fashion. Actually, if I was to do it, I should do it more like, here. And then you do the one that goes here, like that. Like that. Like that. Yep, and then you go up. Let's see. How does that look? That does not look bad at all. And if we come to this side, that actually looks pretty good. So what we could do here is the same deal here. So this one? Let me see. See for the bottom. Alright, let me see. Yeah, because I did this, but it doesn't particularly, I don't particularly care for it. So if I did this instead, and then I did that, how would that look? Also, can we go down the stairs? Yes, we can go down the stairs. Alright, then we see from here. Honestly, it does look pretty good. Hello again, Dirt. How's your schnips going? Yeah. There. What do you think? That better? Just to feel like, or do you think I should do more like a full block? So honestly, I think doing the stair up like that kind of looks cool, personally. But you know, I'm the one building, so I'm the one going. I like that because I did it. Also, I do want to test as well to make sure I can go down this, right? Yeah, okay, this is fine. Cool. And then I'll have my lava farm down there, and on top I'll have, like, just this. I just need to figure out what I want to do for the top here, this part. Because I have not figured that one out. So many things I could do. So many things. Maybe I just do blocks of stone bricks. Although that would look pretty eh. Like, really? This is one of those ones where, again, I wish I had Blackstone. Like, easier to find Blackstone, and I didn't just have to either RNG the piglins or have to go, like, basically all the way back to the one place that I ever, in the whole thing that I found Blackstone, which is through 2 Crimson Force and a Soul Sand Valley. I should have taken the cords down. I don't think I did, but yeah. At some point, though, you know, I'll do it. I'll do it. On the outside, though, I'll probably continue with more of this. Because I do seem to be very likely to hit my head today. So I do have quite a bit of copper, and I could use that to go up. Like, go up. And then, but literally it's going to be the same, I think. Actually, we could do like that. And then, so you'll have 2 layers like that, and then, yeah, okay. And then you'll have like 2 again. Yeah. Or maybe it's 3 layers. Maybe it's 3 layers. Because then you can have the full-size window like this on every level that way, as if it's 3. which I do like the idea of. What am I doing to myself? What am I doing to myself? I don't know. All I know is I literally jumped into 2 pits. Because I'm not taking my time. Let's go sleep. Or not. Or not. Anyway, on Monday I might go and just go get that soul sand. Finally finish the farm. I've spent what, like 3 days? I spent like 2 weeks or so putting off. Mostly because I couldn't find any this, but like that's not an excuse anymore. So I really do need to finish this at some point. So I will have a working farm. And then I'll get the XP. And the XP will let me probably, if I was to build a secret way out this way, maybe I could like have like a second room under this. Like you have a way down here, and in the back room, like if you have go back here and you go down one kind of thing, a set of stairs. And that could lead into like an enchanting thing that's connected. Because like the idea is gonna kind of be that things are connected. I think. Although, like I said, I do want to make like this rebel kind of. So obviously here the way down, I haven't finished yet, but you go down to the layer here. This one, and then we do have to clear this out because this isn't gonna actually be here. Although for this part, it's probably fine to actually add a little bit of this in. Like this. And just, yeah, because then you'd have like, it just looks like maybe you're coming down, this is the cooking source or fuel, if somebody decides to try and come down here. Kind of thing, or decides to go down the stairs. And then you go through potentially, yeah, I haven't decided exactly how to do it, but then you go in here. This would be made more deep, and then you go down here and around and down to the tunnels that lead up is the idea. I know I need to work on it more, but wait, I have to go up actually. Right? It's up there. Basically the tunnels in question would come from about here. And then you have your quick way up and down. Once it's cleared out, honestly, I should do a little bit of that. So you have your here. Yeah, we do this, this. I clicked the wrong block. Of course I did. I mean, so far it's just like this, but you'd have like this precarious way over, and then, or I'll adjust the tunnel so that it comes out the right spot, but for right now, I mean, as you can see, it just leads over here. And you could kind of go, I mean, well, you can go down around here. I should clear this out. Make sure that it... What time is it? Oh, I have time. Make sure we don't get jump scared by anything. At all. There. We can go up now. Like so. I mean, obviously I'd probably put something else there later, but for now, this will do. If I see... I'm hoping not to see any creepy crawlies. Because that would be frustrating if there are creepy crawlies. But, I mean, this is a good way to clear this out, right? Oh, I think I hit the top. Cool. Alright, there we go. There we go. So this will be safer. Probably. Just making sure there's no dark corners, just in case. I know I don't have to be that thorough. I honestly do. They fix things. But, they also haven't fixed things. That, you know, well, again, you don't know. Probably, but they could have fixed. Alright, so we come down here, we light here. We light here. Oh yeah, this is definitely where monsters start popping in if I'm not careful. I only have 2 left, so I'll have to go back up to the surface, but... Come on. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I mean, honestly, I think that that's just for that, that's pretty good. For the idea of just... It's not... It is totally dangerous here. But anything that goes any further down is effectively not coming up the water stream. Most of the nasties. So we got this pretty cleared out. Which one did I do this to? Was it this one? Yeah. No. Why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at this? There we go. Yeah, I mean, I just think that would be better overall to have less terrifying mobs. Be able to come, It tricked me again. For half a second, I thought there was a skeleton. There's no skeleton, though. I do wish that that was different. I so wish that was different. That would be nice. Alright, we're gonna take our iron hull and head over, but basically, like I said, that's kind of the idea, is that you have these little ways. Of course, I could instead try to connect it up to here, but I think that'd just be harder if I could try. But the idea is going to be you don't actually go all the way, come all the way down, up here. This is not going to be the tunnels, because this is the wall. It's just no wall has been built because I haven't gotten down to deep slate layer. Because I'm slowly lighting up the tunnels. Oh, I have enough for exactly 1 block. Perfect. And hopefully it will actually work out, you know? Yeah, I am currently, like, hoping that I will have more slowly to show for it. Other than the fact that I am absolutely super distractible, so I haven't done too much with it yet. Other than just get annoyed that this building won't oxidize. It's like, you could oxidize, come on. I can't AFK because of my flower village up there. But I know you can do it. I know you can. Please. This is the only building that's supposed to be truly, like, having this whole green smattering kind of thing. It's fine. But, yeah, I do need to build up the floors as well. Probably want to do another, like I said though, I do want to probably do another layer of copper. Like that. What layer is what? Let me see. Oh, that actually can be. So that's 3. Yeah, okay, I see what I can do. Alright, going up here. That's 1 dot. Do that there. Go up to the top. And then there, right? Or maybe not. Okay, so this block is the block that is the, oh, I need to get down. I need to get down. Yeah, like so. Like so. I need to run over too, just because I gotta figure this out. But, I mean, if we figure this is kind of the idea of what I'm doing with my, building, and filling it in. Like that. And I could keep going up like that as well, kind of thing, but let me see. Let me see from the front. Oh, I did that wrong. I totally did that wrong. Didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. I didn't do this wrong. It's confusing because of that. But those are fine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that'll look good actually, I think. Alright, there. And I can go up. Up. Let myself drop down a second. Do this here. Yeah. There. Here. And then here. There. Up. And because of the way I've done this, I can just, until I get over to the spot in question, where I'm going up, which is from here. It actually is working out well, I think, honestly. Other than color. Color's bad. For now. It'll look good eventually. It'll look good someday. And, yeah. Look how much copper it goes through as well. Yeah, let me just start here. As well. So you do like that, and you can drop down. Because this will be the layer up here, above the, so currently the one that's 2, it will need to be, yeah, it remains 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's good though, I think, other than color. But beyond color, I mean, let's see. Best way to judge is this where? Yeah. Okay. There. This is this is the first one, this can go up to here as well. Doot, doot, doot. Keep going around. There we go. Keep going. And... because this kind of just shows size, honestly, I think. Oh, yeah, this is fine, because this is the layer below. Which, I like the idea of showing off the size of a building. And this thing is huge. This is going to be, I think, my biggest building. Alright. Yeah. There we go. And then from there, what you do is you go, because it'll look good that way. You see 2, 3, 3, like so. And so. There, and then honestly at this point I could probably actually start branching out. Not too much, because it's gonna have to go up, but then I can reach it up and pull down. But I hope I have enough copper is the only thing I'm a little worried about to get up to the yep. So I'm not sure I do. I hope I do. I have a stack left. And then we can go up to this way, potentially as well. Oh wait, no, I can't do that with that one. It has to be the next one up, I think. Honestly, this is the one that has to have this, and then this has to go down. Because this is the one that's the 3. Right? Yeah. But I think I could correct it from there. Yeah. What's the time? Okay, I still got time. Yep. There we go. And this should just make this work. Let's see. We can see in a second if I've got a winning hand here, if you will. Alright, so... alright. Yeah, I definitely got a job. I think that will work? That'll be fine for now. Yeah. So you can see where it is at. It's actually perfect for where my staircase is going to be going the way it is. And then I just build down the areas that I haven't done. But yeah, I mean, it's actually coming together quite nicely. Size-wise. I do like that it's huge. And of course you won't see anything on this side just because I tend to have buildings overlapping, which is why you won't see. But yeah, I mean, it really does come off as huge. And then because this is the top, then the next one would be like that, and then you do up and around like that, and like so. And I'm out of copper, for reals. I need more. This building is gonna be ridiculous. Which is the idea. I mean, not that it's ridiculous that it's like, but that it's built in it's built in survival. Honestly, I do. I almost like the orange now. I'm used to it, but I know it'll look better green. But like, especially with the brick building next to it, it will look better with the green. You can see on this side. But it's so much work already. And then you can add a little bit more of this, because I can do it from the inside now. And I mean, I'll need stairs too, so. But look at that. Look at that. I mean, size-wise, it actually looks pretty good, I think. You can tell me if you disagree. Size. It's gonna be bigger than this, but unfortunately, I need to cook more copper. So much. So much. Maybe I should go down real quick. Get some more copper to smelt up here before I exit for the night. I mean, I already have some, but I'm thinking about grabbing some more. And, using our little new friend here, lava. Because I definitely need a lot more. See, especially if we add a little bit more into this and all that, like make it like a maybe like wooden structures and all that. Up here, adding less platform, more I don't know the exact wording that I want to use, but something. Then we go down here. And we go down here. Like so. There we go. And over. I've said before, I do just need to make a faster way over. I think the best way is going to be potentially, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I know it'll be better if I just kind of go from one of these spots over, but I'll have to figure out how to do that. But for now, this is good, and it's a good way to get copper, because it's everywhere. And I do need a lot. Do I have enough? I have enough room for some. I might have to turn them into copper blocks so we get up top, but I do have room. Oh. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I can go a little bit longer. Thank you for the follow, Zigzaira. How are you guys today? Hello, though. I'm pretty good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. There we go. I'm gathering copper because I need a lot of copper. I need to go down and go make copper blocks. Hop, hop. But yeah, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. And again, I'm doing pretty good. I just need a lot of copper to make a building. Let's do that. Let's do. Actually, I have the ability to do this, don't I? Where? Wait, did I pass it? This one. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, I was probably about to finish up for the night. But I can go a little bit longer. Up we go. Where is... Oh, right here. Up, 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 and then... did I actually manage to pick up the copper? Maybe I did. It is 4:15 a.m. about, or maybe it's not 4:15. It's 4:07. It is 4:07 in the morning. So yeah, and I started at midnight. But I could go a little bit longer. Not too long, but a little. Ah, fair. Yeah. That's the time to stream is definitely late night, so I mean, it makes sense. Doot, doot, oh. But yeah, I bet you're tired. There we go. More copper. Lots of copper because I need it for smelting to make it to... Yeah, so much. Anyway. So much copper. Actually, this is perfect. This will be the exact amount to add 6 more blocks, and then you just have 1 left over. So that'll be 64 plus 5, 69. 69 blocks so far. Oh dear. I'm gonna smelt. I turn into 4 times that. That's fair. My sister does day streams. I gave her the day, so that's why I don't do that. So we agreed. I get the middle of the night. She gets the middle of the day. So yeah, I do. I think she does well though. So it probably would go well for to have a day stream. Not looking though, cause I don't know her exact. But probably would work. Yeah, my little sister is. Yeah, we both stream. Nope. Now caps lock is on. It's like. Yeah, me and my sister Hedgewolf definitively do stream. We just opposite times of day so that it's easier on both of us. Well, that typically means that we're not likely to be on each other's streams. Oh, some gold in here. Loot. And then more copper. How much is this? Honestly, this will probably be a good place to go with it. Not typically, but like I said, it's because effectively, think of it like this. If I stream till 4 a.m., and then she starts streaming at about 1 p.m., it honestly doesn't match up well. And then she'll head to bed at around, like, 10 to 11 p.m. So, it just, bad matchups and time is all. I am out of room. I have so much copper. But I need it all. I really do. I honestly do. I can show you why in a second. I just need to gather this over. There. Oh, another 35 blocks. I grab the rest. But no, we don't typically play together, no. She has her own worlds. Yeah, I did use Vroid. I definitively did. Let's go down here a second. Although, I have to say, one thing I had to get used to, like, because drawing on Vroid is not easy. But I did do that. So, let's see, I thought I had some more copper over here. Yeah, cool. Honestly, I think Vroid works really well for the free program, as long as you know how to use it. I will go there. Give me a second. Because you can see on mine, if I zoom in, I have, like, scales I drew. So, that's true. Oh, no, I didn't do either. I just basically did what I could. What I figured out. I mean, I'm not going to show again. But, like I said, it's very... It took some getting used to, but I did figure out how to do it. So... That's why I'm just saying I did. Yeah, it is. That has been on part of my design since before I even started thinking about being a VTuber specifically. I was just thinking about doing like a fantasy vlog. You can see it like in all my art too for a lot of it. Although you can't really see it on my right back screen, I guess. Well, my channel art is my art, and I've also done, here's another one right here, for my Be Right Back screen. I did it chibi style, and then I also did my starting screen. Yeah, I've drawn basically, if you see everything other than my current, my current overlay, and I'm already designing a new one, is drawn by me on this channel. Thank you. And you can see my sister in that one. A little bit. But, yeah. How did I hit Q? I do a lot of, Thank you. I was determined to do that in there. I was like, you know what? Because fantasy setting. Oh, a little bit. Like I said, I originally wanted to do a fantasy, like a animated like fantasy blog. It wouldn't be an actual blog, but like you'd have where you show towns and things. So like even in my, I can't show it here because I don't have it. But in my current channel art and banner, I literally have some art I was originally going to use in a video a little bit. Which, it's not the most obvious, unless you know what you're looking at, but, like, I was originally going to do, like, my first one was going to be effectively the channel art, where I would, how do I put it? Basically, you go to a fictional location, obviously, and then that location, I'd probably, like, I'd talk about it kind of thing, but it wouldn't be real because it wouldn't be, or rather, it wouldn't be a place you'd actually go to kind of thing. But I thought that would be super cool just because, I mean, I've never really seen anybody do that, but I realized it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. So I started with streaming, and then I kind of ended up just liking the streaming enough to be like, I'm okay with not ever, I might one day go back to the vlog style thing I was thinking of doing, but I'd have to get more, more consistent with my art. Consistent and, like, speed. Because I tend to, because of the style I use, and especially since I draw on my phone, it makes it take a long time to do things. Even if it looks like it potentially didn't. Yeah, I do. Every single thing you see on my channel, if I've drawn it, it's drawn on my phone. Using the, what app is it? The sketchbook app. It's called Sketchbook. I think it's like CAD is the company. But the in general thing is just it's called Sketchbook. When you see it, look at it on the it's orange and it's got a pencil on it. And I know you can get it on computers too, but I just use it on my my phone. I started doing that like well, I started drawing on my phone definitely 5+ years ago. Potentially 6+. Back when it was like you had the there was a free version and you had a. It can be, especially since you kind of have to use your finger to draw, which honestly I find is easier for me. So, and then for a lot of it, you zoom in, you zoom out, you zoom in, you zoom out. Which makes it easy to add like all sorts of little details too. Like the floating isle, you can't really see it in the full a small version, like if you're on your phone looking at it, but if you're looking at it like super zoomed in, I've got little crystals on there that would help it float and all that. Was the idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to run to bed. I could do this. And it's raining. Because of course it is. Because I forgot to light up. Nice. Please don't let there be monsters. Please don't let there be monsters by the bed. Am I found? Oh, there's a dude, but yeah. Die. Alright, spam. Sleep in the hole. Alrighty. We made it. Yeah, dude, I slept. Because he got up to me. What the heck? Alright, okay, I can get away. I can get away. If I do this hard enough and work hard enough. Oh, there's creepers. I should just go up top. I have a safer spot up there. I'm not. Alright. No. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I've been fool. But I'm not that much fool. Also, I have a bed. I'm not sleeping in it. Alright. Safety. Safety. There we go. Whew. That worked. Alrighty. That's fair. Like I said, I do get myself, and I probably should finish up myself too. As I said, I do gotta go bake a cake, and I have a feeling little bro's gonna wanna. Hey, get over here. And they're all gonna die, but yeah, they're all dead. Except the spooters and the creepers, which I don't really want to deal with creepers, but actually, yeah. Alright, my super cool bow. Spent too long mining copper. There. Oh, there's bones. Over here, and you know what? We could do this. And we could kill this guy. There we go. There. Huh? What? I'm confused with what you're saying. But, okay. Like I said, just die. Yeah. Honestly, like I've said, I got, I started drawing and then I haven't gone back since because it just. We just gotta keep doing this so that I can dump. That out. Dump that out. And dump that out. And then we just start putting it here. Oops. I don't know how that works, but it works out. Ah, fair enough. I mean, I do get it. Honestly. Yeah. A makeshift stylus pen does sound about right. Yep. But, yeah, I honestly do use my phone. A lot. It's also how I make most of my birthday cards for friends and the like. I honestly think it's worth it to get the once I see the finished product, even though I will acknowledge it is a hassle to just draw every teeny tiny piece. Yes. But honestly, at this point I draw far better on my phone than I draw in just regular drawings in person. So, yeah. I don't think I can go back to doing it any other way. Let me see if I have any of the Iron Golem variety here. Any golems of the Iron variety really quickly. But, I mean, yeah. Because, yeah. And it's not like because I can make perfect circles by using like a circle function. It's not like that, but I guess at some point it just became more convenient and it's just like I haven't gone back since. And I don't think I would either. It's kind of how things went. Heck, I mean, for some of the things I've redesigned over the years, I literally have a character I originally designed back in I don't even remember. But a couple months ago I redrew the character. And honestly, yeah, the current version that I have definitively does look better, and it's on my phone. If I was to try to draw it on paper, it'd probably look worse. I just don't use. So I just haven't used it. But I mean, I have whole characters I've designed that I haven't used. And what? But I wanted to use. I mean, I think I've mentioned it before, like a book I was gonna write at one point, or rather I started writing. I actually have a whole I just didn't realize it would be better as a comic book, then realized there's no way. Again, I have the time and patience for that. That's my downfall. I'm like, okay, I could do this, and then I'm like, it's like the amount of like detailed work I want, this art and all that I want to do, plus the story is just, and I end up dropping it. And later I'm like, I could do it. Draw about 5 of the characters just for character spreadsheets. I can't do it. It's affecting my life. Hmm? Yeah. But yeah. Like, I have full on, like, planned characters and stuff and everything. Like, I am. I really and truly, I was like, I could do it. I can do it for now. I even know the ending of the book or series because it would be more like a book series probably by the end of it. But I knew the ending. I still know the ending. But I'm sure people have done it by now. Similar story. Because there's nothing truly original in the world, you know. So it probably wouldn't even be like that big a problem if I said what it was. It's like, yeah, there's probably something out there like that. Not the most original. But yeah. My whole ideas, never gone through with them. Oh well. Maybe one day. One day. Maybe after I actually finish all my work for the channel that I need to do. Including making art for raids, art for finishing the technical difficulty screen, doing a new overlay. Yeah, eventually, exactly. A lot of work. And then potentially but yeah, no, I mean, like, lots of characters I have ideas for and all that as well. That I think would be fun. And like I said, there's nothing new or original to it, so I haven't really. Anyway, but yeah, sounds fun. You wanna know what the concept is? Just a little bit. We're gonna. All right. Well, basically, it's one of your zombie apocalypse ones, right? Kind of. I mean, it's not exactly. Originally, it would have been, but at this point, like, reworking and rethinking, it's not exactly. It's starting to be, but it's the early stages. But basically, our main character gets zombified. But he retains consciousness, which well, none of the others obviously. So you got your not exactly OP main character because well he gets this huge he does get a healing factor if you will. He any wounds he got before that point, nah, that's permanent. So his arm gone. His one of his arms rather. Um, scarring huge, lots of scarring, kind of thing. Um, up and down arms and stuff. Because protect the face. But basically, he ends up finding out. Like I said, this is super generic. His friends are part of an organization to try and to prevent this from happening. But one of the biggest arguments is whether it's like a supernatural thing or a science thing. So like one of his friends, it comes from the more scientific side that's like this is clearly a virus that's been spread, blah 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 blah. Whereas the side that does like literally more magic and supernatural stuff is like no, this must be a curse. Kind of thing. So he joins because, well, one, either he joins willingly or he joins unwillingly, and only one of those guaranteed. He definitely kept his head, if you will. But stylistically, I mean, that's kind of it. Then you'd have, like, well, some of it would just be, like, slice of lifey kind of thing. So, like, you'd have and that's where it would turn more into like a comic book. So you'd have some things that are just more slice of life, because it's like within this group, you have like an underground kind of town. You have this shop the shopkeeper. She'll be super flirty, and then there's like people will be like, "Well, what is your girlfriend gonna say about that?" She's like, "This is work, not 100% of the time," kind of thing, and stuff like that. Because it's just like, yeah, personal life, personal. Getting people to buy more stuff, more important right now because it's work. Kind of thing. Point being, it would be one of those things. Because let's be real. If you know that you can get people to buy more stuff if you flirt with them, would you not flirt with them? I mean, that's the real answer. Especially if you're very money-minded. It'd also be a form of contention between the two, potentially, of those characters. But they mostly be side characters. So what do you think of that kind of thing, though? Then you'd have, like I said, you'd have the one friend who's super... sticks like charms and stuff on her main character, whereas the other side's like, no, you can't... That's not real. It's like, this world has magic kind of thing. Exactly. Well, that's exactly, yeah, that you have the looks point out, exactly. But, yeah, that'd be like the whole point where it's like, she's like, don't you want to buy more stuff? And then it's just like, don't fall for her tactics. Do I have... Let me run a second. He's not going to keep up with me. I don't think, right? Oh, he can. He can totally keep up. But yeah, I mean, obviously some of it would be more goofy kind of thing, but... like, some of it I think would be... yeah. Okay, good. Oh. Ow. Alright, did he die? No. Oh, yeah, he did, totally. Yeah. Haha! I killed them all. And I didn't need milk. Oh, but I lost the banner. But that's fine. That's fine. Anyway. But yeah, no, I mean... yeah, no, exactly. Well, no, this is literally just like a question of is it magic, is it science, and what the heck's wrong with him, because he's clearly not the same. It's not. And just for your information, I'm not going to tell you like too much in case I ever do actually do it. It's not evolution. It's not like something like that. And I know a lot of people do that. And it's just like, I could, but that just, why would I? If you will. It's been done to death. And, I mean, part of it is meant to be just more, like, goofy, if you will. Or, not goofy, but just have that, like, comedic element to it. So, like, well, like I said, one side will use, like, magic to take out a zombie, blah, blah, blah. The other side uses a tranquilizer, blah, blah, blah. And then the other side could agree on what it is until the end. But, yeah, no matter what, it is not, like, meant to be, like, a... oh, they evolved, and so therefore... it's been done to death anyway, but beyond that, I find it cheesy, and beyond that, just kind of like, but why? Especially since it's like, why would evolution make you start eating human flesh? Even if you go, oh, it's because it's like we don't eat. For most people who are just your typical everyday, I don't think that you're just like specifically gonna go out and go hunt down another human because they're quote unquote more primitive. For the average individual, it's typically someone. So why would that be a trait of the of evolution? That Before, you didn't do that, but now, because you've evolved, yeah, you totally would go and try and do something like that. No. So. But, yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of little things that, overall, in the end, you'd have a kind of just decisions to make kind of thing. And, yeah. I honestly think it'd be a great way to just kind of do something that's... I'm not going to say has never been done before, because it obviously has. It's just... do something that doesn't feel like it's been done to death. Which is kind of ironic, because it used to not. It used to be that would be the, the done to death is that it's like some sort of virus or some sort of curse or some sort of blah blah blah. Now it's just, no, it's just evolution. It's like, that's lame. And stupid. I don't know. Like I said, I have other things in my head as well. And yeah. The end result though is just definitely it might happen. I'll probably do something like someday. Which, yeah. See, little guys, have you all come through? No. Yeah. Thank you. But, I mean, like I said, part of the mystery is obviously the whole... So which side is correct? Is it the scientific side, or is it the not really scientific, because obviously, okay, not obviously, I need to stop saying obviously, but, overall, you're going to more likely not have, it would normally be one or the other. You wouldn't have both options in that way. That'd be like, well, yeah, definitely. But that is something I think would be something that a story would benefit from, because then there is more question to. It's like, but what did do it? What can cause that? Anyway. But yeah, no, I mean, that's just kind of like the idea I've had. Since, like, 7th grade? Storyline-wise? Like, for the basics of the storyline? To give you an idea, I think, about that long. Potentially a little bit less, but not by much. But yeah. Honestly, the thing that makes something what? Oh yeah, for a long time. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I know it's a really long time. It's just... I've never gotten around to it. I even have my main character, his name, his blah blah blah, everything there's to know about this character. Alright, if I heal it up, it heals up a little bit. Because I've been planning and plotting it on and off for that long. It's just... somehow that happened. And, like... I don't know. I like the idea of a story where it's like, even if they're arguing between whether it's like it's a virus or it's magic, it's not that it's like, it doesn't treat either side like, ooh, it's stupid or anything kind of thing as well. I mean, that's something I do wish I'd see more in any kind of story like that, if you will. It doesn't even just have to be, it's like, because, I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of them, I think, to me, because I've read quite a few, but it's like, considering how often it'll be like, it'll treat one side like it's just, no, nah, you're, and especially it's like, oh, if one side's revealed to be the case, it's just like, oh, see? Kind of thing. Whereas I feel like the idea would just be like, huh, I guess you were right. Kind of, I prefer that kind of thing. Where it's just like, well, they are arguing, they both are like, yeah, of course. It's possible. It's just, I personally think Y or X. The best part would be the normal world would have no idea what's going on, because you still would have the idea of like just going with the whole, yep. They're, it's not that they're oblivious. It's not that normal people are oblivious, it's just that, well, if you shut things down fast enough, things don't spread. And if they do spread, well, just turn around and be like, oh, well, such and such. Like, the gases have caused people to imagine seeing such and such. More along those lines as well. It's not that people are not aware, the average person, it's more along the lines of, even if they were just kind of like people who just either refuse to believe it, because, you know, you got people like that, and just the average people who are like, oh, that's not how life works, kind of thing. Because with how complicated magic in this world specifically would be to obtain / use, it would actually make sense that the average person doesn't necessarily know how to use it. Because it's typically through objects and such. And unless you specifically know the right things with the right way and the right da-da-da-da, you'll never specifically realize that there's this thing kind of idea. Because I also don't think that the average person should just be, like, treated as stupid either. Just because they have no idea what's going on. More, I prefer the idea that, the average person just looks at it and goes, psh, yeah, right, because unless you know, you don't know. I could even have a whole line, well, it used to be more common, but then, well, people got more lazy, and, well, it kind of died off, and at this point, people consider it a mystery, a myth, a legend, mostly because anybody who tries to use it uses it wrong. Or just makes things up. Kind of bad. Anyway, yeah, just have a whole explanation on why people don't know what magic is, that magic actually exists. It's like, well, when you have to go through 17 different steps just to gather the right materials, and then from there, you gotta tie them together into a bracelet just so that you can use it to make your breath smell better. Or always smell nice. Yeah, people don't really care too much about that. Kind of thing. Anyway. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to finish up. It's been a pleasure having you guys. I'm willing to talk about this more on Monday with more Minecraft if you want, but be up to you. It kind of, yes, it'd be closer to being like alchemy in a lot of ways, actually. But the alchemy, then you have to say specific words as well, because obviously there is some. But you spend about 14 hours preparing, and for a minor spell, and maybe 2 to 3 months preparing for a major spell, kind of thing. which is also one of the biggest arguments with why it would not be magic from the science crowd. It's like, considering the amount of time it would be required for that, that's where it's like the argument really comes from. Not that it's the magic itself, it's that it's like, considering the amount of prep work that's required, who in their right mind would bother to make a spell of that caliber at that large kind of thing? Which is also why the science side is also taken into account, and it's also like, yeah, but to create a virus like that through scientific means also requires such and such da 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 da, and it still requires effectively the basis cell down to like different things. But we can discuss it more on Monday. But it's been a pleasure having you guys. I hope to see you again on Monday for some more Minecraft fun. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, etc. Yeah, thank you for popping in. Thank you for sticking around, and yeah, I hope you all have wonderful days. So yeah, bye bye.